Miami Heat continues to shine, with Norman Powell leading the charge. The Miami Heat are off to a fantastic start this season, currently riding a 5-game winning streak that has put them in the spotlight as serious contenders in the Eastern Conference. One of the standout reasons for this early success has been the addition of Norman Powell, a player who is quickly becoming a fan favorite. Coming over from the Los Angeles Clippers, Powell is in his first season with the Heat and is already making a significant impact on the court. Averaging an impressive 25.4 points per game along with 3.9 rebounds, 2.4 assists, and 1.3 steals, Powell is not just contributing, he's shining. His shooting numbers are remarkable, hitting 50% from the field and an incredible 46.4% from three-point range, taking nearly 7 attempts each game. This kind of efficiency is what every fan dreams of seeing, and it raises the question, how much does Powell elevate our chances of making a deep playoff run? However, it hasn't all been smooth sailing for Powell. Early in the season, he has had to deal with injuries, including issues with his ankle, hip, and most recently a groin injury that kept him out of Monday's game against the Dallas Mavericks. The good news is that the Heat have announced he is probable for the upcoming game against the Milwaukee Bucks. This is fantastic news for fans who are eager to see him back on the court. Comment "Go Miami Heat" in the comments if you share the excitement. With All-Star guard Tyler Herro recently returning to the starting lineup, Powell's role remains crucial. The combination of Powell's scoring ability and Herro's playmaking could be a recipe for success as we navigate the challenges of the season. It's essential for Powell to stay healthy, as his presence adds a layer of depth and versatility to our offense. Let's be real, we all know how critical it is to have players like Powell who can stretch the floor and keep defenses guessing. In his 11th NBA season, Powell has played for several teams, including the Toronto Raptors, where he made a name for himself during their 2019 NBA Finals run. He then continued to develop his game in Portland and Los Angeles, transforming into a consistent scorer who can attack the basket and shoot from deep. This evolution has made him a perfect fit for the Heat system, and it's exciting to see how he blends his veteran experience with Miami's style of play. As we look ahead to the matchup against the Bucks, it's time to rally behind our team. What do you think about Powell's performance so far? Can he maintain this level of play despite the early injuries? We want to hear from you. Comment below with your city and let us know your thoughts on the Miami Heat's chances this season. Are we looking at another deep playoff run? Go Heat! Miami Heat's unstoppable bench trio making waves. The Miami Heat are embracing change this season, and it's working wonders for the team. With key players like Bam Adebayo and Norman Powell missing games, the depth of the Heat has proven to be a significant advantage. Tyler Herro has recently returned from injury, and while players like Pelle Larsson and Kal-El have had their roles shift, it seems the team hasn't lost its rhythm. In fact, Kal-El has been on fire lately, racking up 60 points and 48 rebounds in his last 3 games. Fans, what do you think about this depth? Comment "Go Miami Heat" in the comments. However, the spotlight truly shines on the trio of Jamie Jaquez Jr., Drew Smith, and Simone Fontecchio, who have become a staple in the second unit. Their chemistry is evident, logging the most minutes together on the entire team and boasting an impressive net rating of nearly +8. Their offensive and defensive ratings show just how effective they have been, with a 110.2 offensive rating paired with a 102.4 defensive rating. What makes these guys tick? It's their understanding of their roles. Drew Smith plays a steady and mistake-free game, focusing on defense and making the right plays on offense. Simone Fontecchio is a versatile player who excels in transition and can attack the paint, making him a tough matchup for defenses. And then there's Jamie Jaquez Jr., who's been nothing short of spectacular. He's not just contributing, he's dominating in the paint, ranking 3rd in the league for total layups, just behind stars like Jaylen Brown and Franz Wagner. This kind of production is crucial for the Heat, especially when the starters need a breather. Coach Erik Spoelstra has crafted a reliable bench that seems to provide a safety net for the team. With Larsson and we're possibly sliding down to the second unit soon, the decisions ahead could become even more intriguing. The question on every fan's mind is whether this bench can maintain this level of performance as the season progresses. As we watch the Heat's depth unfold, it's clear that Jaquez, Smith, and Fontecchio are not just solid bench players. They're vital components of the team's success. So, Miami fans, how do you feel about the current bench production? Are you excited to see how the rotation will evolve as players return? Drop your city and your thoughts in the comments. Go Miami Heat. Tyler Herro's return sparks excitement for Miami Heat's future. Tyler Herro made his long-awaited return to the Miami Heat lineup, and while he started a bit slow, he quickly found his rhythm, showcasing the scoring ability that has made him a fan favorite. After the game, he mentioned he could have delayed his comeback, but he had marked this date on his calendar, emphasizing his eagerness to contribute. This begs the question, how will his return affect the team's chemistry and lineup? Comment "Go Miami Heat" in the comments. Herro has a clear desire to step into the starting five, but that means someone will have to take a seat. Coach Erik Spoelstra has done a remarkable job so far, guiding the team to a 54-win pace, and it will be intriguing to see how he handles this delicate situation. With players like Bam Adebayo and Wiggins solidifying their roles as athletic two-way players, and Powell leading in scoring, the decision on who gets benched becomes even more complex. Fans, what do you think? Should Spoelstra prioritize chemistry or talent? It's a tough call, especially with the team's current success. Davion Mitchell and Kellel were the players most likely in the hot seat. Mitchell has been impressive, boasting a stellar assist-to-turnover ratio and thriving as a slasher in the paint. Meanwhile, Ware stepped up his game significantly, averaging no less than 14 rebounds in his last 5 outings. With a strong record as a starter, it's hard to argue against his contributions. But will he be the one to adapt to a bench role? The Heat have fully embraced a fast-paced style of play this season, which is leading the league in both pace and offensive speed. This shift could allow for a lineup featuring Mitchell, Herro, Powell, Wiggins, and Adebayo to showcase a unique style of basketball, reminiscent of the old Showtime Lakers, but with a modern twist. It's fascinating to see how Spoelstra evolves this team. After all, the previous championship-winning squads never played at such a fast pace. Defensively, Herro's role can be managed effectively. He can guard players who are less of a threat, allowing him to conserve energy for offensive contributions while surrounded by strong defenders. This strategic move could balance the lineup while maximizing Herro's offensive potential. Let's not overlook Ware either. Coming off the bench could provide him with a unique advantage, facing off against tired starters or fellow reserves. Spoelstra is known for developing talent, so if Ware embraces this role, it could pay dividends down the line. As fans, we should be excited about the possibilities. What's your take on this situation? Do you believe Herro's return will elevate the Heat or disrupt the chemistry the team has built? Comment with your city and your thoughts on how the Miami Heat can best utilize Tyler Herro and the rest of the roster as the season progresses. Go Miami Heat!